starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Nate Myhock. A 31-year-old Park Falls woman faces criminal charges after she allegedly embezzled money from the local food pantry. Dana Lemmer is accused of embezzling more than $54,000 from the Lord's Cupboard food pantry. She also allegedly took money from the Park Falls Chamber, although that amount isn't known yet. Lemmer had been treasurer at both organizations since 2019, and according to court documents, Lemmer told police the fraudulent activity had been occurring for approximately a year, and that she used the money to pay bills and buy other personal items. All right, well, Jeff, the snow already came through. Looks like temperatures are now starting to get down into the lower teens, single digits. What do you got for us?
Yeah, we are settling in for a cold night tonight with low temperatures down near zero. It looks frosty out there right now here in Minocqua, but still a hint of daylight out there currently as we keep getting daylight every single day. All right, but temperatures are cold, right? We're hanging out near 11 right now in Rhinelander, 10 in Eagle River. Single digits just to our west. Those are making a run for us tonight, and we'll have low temperatures down near zero. We had a break in the clouds through much of today. If you forgot your sunglasses, that hurt, right? But now we'll get some clouds increasing tonight. Our next system, though, will just bring us some cloud cover tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. The snow will stay to our south, and the one behind that for New Year's Day, that's that guy right there. That will also travel to our south on New Year's Day, so we will basically be out of the snow now for several days around here. Our forecast then tonight, though, is just a cold one. Low temperatures down near zero. Your full forecast is coming up. Nate.
All right, thank you, Jeff. The World Health Organization marked 2 years since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic today. They held a news conference at their headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Director General of the organization, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, said that in some instances, politics has triumphed over solidarity, at least in regards to fighting the pandemic. He also stated concern about complacency, especially with the threat of the Delta and Omicron variants. He says those could cause a tsunami of new cases and push the healthcare system to, as he puts it, the brink of collapse.
While science delivered, politics too often triumphed over solidarity. While there were 1.8 million recorded deaths in 2020, there were 3.5 million in 2021, and we know the actual number is much higher.
During the week of December 20th to the 26th, global cases of COVID-19 increased 11% compared to the week before, while the death numbers remained similar. The United States has reached another grim milestone. An NBC News tally confirms over 53 million total COVID-19 cases in the U.S. That's since the start of the pandemic. So far, more than 823,000 Americans have died from the coronavirus. The new numbers come as Omicron continues to surge. And with the spikes, demand for COVID tests are continuing to rise as well. Dozens of people waited in line outside of this pharmacy in Fitchburg, Wisconsin this morning. Pharmacists say that yesterday they administered 440 tests, which is near an all-time high, and they expect about the same today. Cynthia Gonzalez was one of the first people in line and says she showed up to the store more than an hour before it opened.
I tried coming here yesterday, but the line was ridiculously long, so I was like, I'll try again tomorrow. So I've been on here since 7:45 in the morning.
The line for testing was so long that this morning, police arrived to help out with traffic. The FDA is warning that rapid antigen tests may not detect the Omicron variant. In a study conducted with help from the National Institute for Health, the FDA found that rapid tests may be less sensitive in detecting the Omicron variant. The agency said that the rapid tests do detect this variant. However, they could have reduced sensitivity, and that means there could be more false negative results. And with that being said, the FDA still stands behind the use of these tests and remind people that if they have symptoms but have a negative rapid test, they should seek out a PCR test to be sure. Multiple injuries were reported after crashes on Interstate 94 near Eau Claire today. Here's a look at some drone footage of the incident this morning. Wisconsin State Patrol says they do not know how many people were hurt, but both semis and cars were involved in the accidents. There were also a number of minor crashes that did not result in injury during the traffic backup, and officials say there are no fatalities, at least known at this point, with the incident, and crews were on site working on cleanup. President Joe Biden is slated to hold a call with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday afternoon. National Security spokesperson Emily Horn says that the two leaders will discuss a range of topics, including upcoming diplomatic engagements in January. But a major point of contention is a stalemate in Ukraine, where currently Russia has 100,000 troops. Intelligence officials are worried that Russia could launch an attack in the next few weeks. And Biden warned Putin against an attack earlier this month. On the flip side, Putin issued a similar warning to NATO forces to not expand into Ukraine. An official within Biden's administration says that Putin requested the call. Taking an in-depth look at this year's shortages that had us scrambling for certain goods and oftentimes paying a lot more for them than we're used to. So as we head into 2022, what can we expect when it comes to ongoing supply chain crises? NBC's Carrie Sanders explains.
The nation's supply chain crisis.
These are some of the shortages we experienced in 2021.
Paper, they've seen it spike 60% in value.
The great catch-up shortage of 2021.
An issue that could put a damper on your family's Thanksgiving Day plans.
Yeah.
It used to be easy to find folks, drivers who wanted to sit in this seat.
Shortages, experts say, will unfortunately be with us again in 2022. We've already seen travel troubles in the air heading into the new year, but if you're thinking of driving for your next trip, be ready for some pain at the pump. On average, a gallon of gas is more than $1 higher than it was this time last year, with more Americans on the road now than at any other point during the pandemic.
The consumer should get used to paying in excess of $3 a gallon as economies around the world continue to recover and demand increases.
Many shortages in the grocery aisles, from meat to cereal and syrup, have been resolved as supply chain issues cleared and production ramped up, while some staples like cream cheese have been harder to come by. But in some places, we may have reason to hope there are shortages, as in a shortage of snow. Why? Not enough snowplow drivers, and few are lining up for the jobs.
We're not sure why we're not getting people that we used to and why we're not getting the drivers that want to do it.
Economists blame employee shortages, from cooks to waitstaffs to housekeeping at hotels, on the so-called Great Resignation of 2021. Americans foregoing low-paying jobs are finding better positions, as well as older Americans reassessing what's important to them and retiring early. It hit all segments of society, retiring police, leaving some cities like Washington, D.C., with officers still on the job, exhausted.
Sometimes their days off are canceled. Sometimes they're working weeks at a time without a day off. This is approaching catastrophic levels.
At hospitals, no shortage of COVID patients has resulted in a full-on shortage of nurses.
Many of the nurses have been dealing with this for the last 2 years, have decided to call it quits.
One supply chain shortage impacting all others, computer chips, and that's slowing production of new cars, clothes dryers, even electric toothbrushes.
What I'm hearing from companies is that around the midway point of the year, this could start easing up, but it'll take a while.
And some shortages are of our own making. The U.S. Mint says right now there are plenty of coins in America, but there is still a shortage of coins in circulation. Why? Even though Americans are getting back out there, look at the holiday crowds at airports for proof of that, experts say the COVID effect has left many of us reluctant to touch money.
Well, I think it's fair to say we won't be seeing any more warm days in our future. The high in Rhinelander this Sunday, only 7 degrees. And coming up after the break, we'll tell you how to stay warm with this recent cold streak. That's after Maine weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with holiday doorbusters and special buys while supplies last. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home. Where the perfect pendant can spotlight your newfound skills in the kitchen. Where the right chandelier takes daily dinner from basic to brilliant. And where your decorating choices are all of a sudden illuminated. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting becomes a reflection of your personal style. Modern, sleek, eclectic. Whatever your pleasure, we have hundreds of options to make your home shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
It's time for Trig's annual New Year's Eve seafood sale, one day only, December 30th. We have the hottest prices of the year on crowd pleasers like lobster tails, jumbo sea scallops, and new this year, colossal snow crab legs. Choose from dozens of varieties of holiday shrimp, including wild Gulf shrimp. Make it a surf and turf New Year with our certified Angus beef T-bones, helping you celebrate in style. Stop by Trig's one-day New Year's Eve seafood sale from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. for best selection, December 30th at all Trig's locations.
January 5th, Wednesday's most watched dramas return.
I knew you were the right man for this job.
You have a long, important career ahead of you.
You're safe now, I promise.
Chicago Wednesday, January 5th on NBC.
Syracuse just brought the house down. Here comes Diaz! Landmark moment! Sean White takes the goal!
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour mattress sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with savings of up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Shop in stock mattresses up to 65% off, plus interest-free financing for 5 years at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
I've got some great news for ice fishing and the snow trails. First the snow and now the cold. Lows down near zero tonight and this weekend. We'll most likely have high temperatures near or in the single digits. So that's great news for getting ice conditions where they need to be across our area. Okay, so here's where we're at now. This is the temperature change. So the cold front is moving through from west to east. You can see temperatures are dropping rapidly behind the front, and we'll have low temperatures down near zero tonight. And there is a lot of cold air to go around. It is late December, right? With temperatures well below zero across the Dakotas and pretty much southern Canada. That's part of the air moving in our direction for several days, and that's going to leave its mark, right? 22 tomorrow is the forecast high, 24 for Friday, but then the reinforcing shot of cold air comes through late Friday. That's going to drop our high temperature near 10 on Saturday and 8 on Sunday. We'll rebound a little bit into next week, but overall well below average temperatures the next 7 to 10 days around here, with many evening lows down near zero or even below zero. All right, so we had a little snow yesterday. As you know, Plover, you won this graphic, 3.2 inches for you. Weston, 2.2. So this thing was basically an underachiever, a 1 to 3 inch snowfall across the area, but every little bit counts. We'll take it. We are now about 35 inches of snow so far in December in Rhinelander. That's a lot, right? And it looks like this on the ground here in Minocqua. So right now, the primary roads are okay, but you know what? The secondary roads are having some issues today with the cold temperatures and also snow cover across north central Wisconsin. We got a break in the clouds today. That made things very bright with sunshine earlier today. You know it. If you forgot your sunglasses, that wasn't fun, but we'll get some more clouds in here tonight. And tomorrow is going to be mostly cloudy across our area as our next weather systems are largely going to miss us, except for cloud cover. So first one is right there coming through tonight across southern Wisconsin, bringing them a little bit of snow. For us, though, not so much. The other one is back over here to the west. That is going to be in our backyards, most likely on New Year's Day. And that's also going to travel to our south, meaning we'll be out of the snow now for several days into early parts of next week. So we got cold without the snow coming forward, except for maybe a couple of flurries in the forecast later on tomorrow evening. Futurecast shows the clouds getting in here tonight and then pretty much staying with us tomorrow. There may be a flurry in the forecast tomorrow evening, but most of us will stay dry in through the weekend. Our forecast then tonight, though, is lots of clouds out there, or increasing clouds. Low temperatures down near zero. However, a couple of you in the breaks in the clouds could have low temperatures down near 5 below tonight with a calm wind out there. For tomorrow, it's Thursday already. All right, so lots of clouds again. High temperatures back, low 20s. We can handle that with a southwest breeze around 5 to 10. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress keeps us dry, except for a couple of flurries tomorrow night. Friday is dry. That's New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, a high of 10. Sunday, a high of 8. We'll rebound a little bit next week, but not much as high temperatures back in the 20s. Nate?
All right, thank you, Jeff. And of course, this winter always seeming to bring in colder temperatures, which means it's important to remember how to stay safe in the cold. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski joins us with some helpful information for keeping your body warm. Kyle?
Yeah, Nate, there are a lot of things we can all do to prevent severe cold injuries. Today I spoke with Dr. Lee Fouché from UW Health about how layering up winter clothing keeps people safe. He says whether you step outside, winter sure can be appropriate type of clothes like a thick coat, gloves, and a hat.
In those windy days, having that windbreaker on the outside and then something warm on the inside and make sure it's dry. All of those things are very important to help keep your body heat inside and keep your skin warm.
Dr. Fouché continues saying the technology in clothing these days helps to trap the warmth.
We do have a lot of new technology where it takes less amount of clothing to keep people warm. It helps hold the heat in. So take advantage of that when you're purchasing things. I think our gloves and other winter wear is much better than it used to be.
UW Health says frostbite and hypothermia are the primary risk when exposed to cold temperatures. Nate, even though this information has been known for years, it's important for everyone to be reminded of the risk of being out in the cold.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kyle. The new year will also ring in a new law. Supporters say it'll protect millions of patients by stopping surprise medical bills, but some have concerns about a provision in the bill and have filed a lawsuit against the federal government. Mandy Gaither has more.
It's called the No Surprises Act, new federal protections for patients against surprise medical bills.
This has been a pervasive and abusive billing practice by some providers to take advantage of the situations where the patient has no ability to choose.
The law is set to go into effect January 1st. A report from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says it protects patients with most individual and employer insurance plans by no longer allowing them to be balance billed for emergency and certain non-emergency services in most circumstances. Patients will also not be in the middle of billing disputes between providers and insurers, and the Congressional Budget Office predicts the law will reduce health insurance premiums.
We can now go to emergency rooms and get emergency care without worrying about an out-of-network charge.
But the American Hospital Association and American Medical Association have sued the federal government, challenging a provision of the rule issued in September aimed at determining fair payment for services by out-of-network providers. In a joint statement, the organizations say the billing resolution process also should not impede patient access to care by making fewer caregivers available in their insurance network. This is why the AHA and AMA are asking the court to bring the regulations in line with the patient-friendly, balanced approach Congress intended. The lawsuit is not expected to stop the core of the law from moving forward. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Libraries are a vital part of every community, and the Rhinelander District Library is no different. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about a fund that's been helping restock the shelves since 1984. That's next, right here on Newswatch 12 at 5.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with holiday doorbusters and special buys while supplies last. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Your last chance to get the best deals of the year on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling trucks for 44 years straight. Only a few more days to save on our full lineup of Ford SUVs. Hurry in. It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Now, get an edge with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 bonus cash. See your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers today.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour appliance sale is this weekend. Save as much as 40% off on top brand appliances while they last. Plus no interest financing for 18 months with $999 minimum purchase. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
The Rhinelander District Library rents out books all year long. The library's foundation has a way to keep up with the usual wear and tear of books, and it all started over 30 years ago. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us more.
This is a community library. The library is the heart of the community.
For Carla Kropkowski, the Rhinelander District Library serves as more than just a place to rent out books. It's somewhere people make memories, growing up and growing old.
People come here to seek job information, take courses, take out books.
Each year, the library gets more books from the Library Foundation as part of its Holiday Book Fund. Said Vig started the fund in 1984. Vig was a superintendent of the Rhinelander School District for many years.
He was very, very knowledgeable and really wanted to make sure the kids were exposed to a lot of brand new books and started the fund, and he was very excited about it.
The Holiday Book Fund supports the librarians purchasing brand new hardcover books. Julie Holprin is thankful for the book fund because she spends a lot of time at the library.
Being a mother, when my children were little, I used the library constantly. My kids used it throughout their youth and time spent here in Rhinelander. I use it constantly.
Last year, the book fund raised almost $18,000. This year, the foundation is hoping for that and more.
So it's a very exciting time of year to be able to raise money for books, and the community is very supportive of this endeavor.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
And you can donate to the Holiday Book Fund by going to the library or visiting the library's website at rhinelanderlibrary.org. We'll have one final look at your forecast after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
At Hardee's, there's so many tongue-teasing, wallet-pleasing ways to enjoy our new $5 meal deals. Whether it's hand-breaded chicken tenders or the big cheeseburger with fries and a drink. Woo! Go ahead and treat yourself to the new $5 meal deals at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Most pubs have a football team, a darts team. This pub has a choir, always has, and we are the Choir of Man.
Wake me up when it's all over.
The hottest show, stunning audiences across the globe, has landed stateside. Join the Choir of Man in the best pub show you've ever been to. Raise your glass to the Choir of Man.
At the Grand Theater, downtown Wausau.
Stuck on eggs, burnt on batter. You can't escape the nightmare of your sticky pans. Introducing the Granite Stone Pan, the all-new durable non-stick pan. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Stone, and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half a dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil, and it just doesn't stick. Fire flambe or perfectly sear filet, just like the pros. Plus, it's PFOA-free and 100% dishwasher safe. Call or go online to get your Granite Stone Pan for just $19.99. Granite Stone is so durable it comes with a 10-year warranty. And with every order, you're going to get a Granite Stone single-serve egg pan absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. You get it all. An incredible value.
To order, call 1-800-898-6703. That's 1-800-898-6703 or order online at buygranitestone.com.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start?
Then let VCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom.
For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off. Factory-trained and certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military.
Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Whether it's the original hot ham and cheese, 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or the big cheeseburger with fries and a drink. Choose your flavor with the $5 meal deals at Hardee's and feed your happy.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
All right, Jeff, we know how big the tourism season is, especially up here in the winter, and it looks like it got a boost this week.
There are lots of people very happy out there right now because of a good snow base in effect now, and now we have a long stretch of colder temperatures on the way, so we'll set the trails, set the lakes, get that ice castle maybe built in Eagle River possibly.
There we go, yeah.
It's all kind of coming together how we want it to, and that's great news for everything outside.
Absolutely.
So let's go outside now and check on temperatures. It's going to be a cold walk to our cars, though, later on. Already 8 in Eagle River, 11 here in Rhinelander, 3 in Glidden. We'll have lows down near 0, but a couple of you with the clear skies out there currently could see lows well below 0 tonight. That little hole of clear skies that'll fade in or fill in tonight with clouds off to our west. Our next 2 snowmakers, though, there's one across Illinois. That will stay there and bring them some snow tonight. The next one arrives on New Year's Day on Saturday. That one will also track to our south, so we are snowless the next few days around here with cold temperatures this weekend, especially highs basically near 10 Saturday into Sunday.
Yeah, and you know, I saw people skating out at Pioneer Park the other day. I'm sure we're going to see a lot.
It's cool how it all kind of comes alive, right?
It really does. Thanks, Chef. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 6.